ออนไลน์ Hey there, I'm gonna be showing you how to install any Half-Life 2 mod. This video will include chapters, so just jump to whatever you need. And as should go without saying, you will need to own Half-Life 2 on Steam. This video is not guaranteed to work with cracked versions of the games, neither do I endorse pirating them. Another thing that should go without saying is that you should always read mod descriptions for instructions. Some mods have unique install processes, though realistically, most should be covered by this video. For any issues not covered in this video, check the description first. I will include any future advice in there. If you can find your issue there, feel free to ask me in the comments and I will do my best to respond to most. And I encourage everyone to help other commenters as well. Installing a Half-Life 2 mod. Installing a Half-Life 2 mod is very simple. When you're on the ModDB page of the mod, in this case the Citizen, click on Files. Now, scroll down to find the main mod. In most cases it will simply be the mod title with a version number at the back. If there's multiple, pick whatever number is the highest. In this case, it's just the Citizen v1.1. After the download, your first job is to identify the main mod folder. You can identify it by checking if it includes folders like maps or materials, models, and also very importantly, a gameinfo.txt. Note, depending on the mod, you may only find some of the named folders, but a gameinfo.txt is usually always present. Once you have found your main folder that includes these things, in this case it's this folder, you will want to go on Steam and do a few things. First, you go to your Steam search bar and search for Source, and look for a tool called Source SDK Based 2013 Single Player. Install it. After it's successfully installed, right-click it and click on Properties. Once you've done that, locate the Betas tab, and in the drop-down menu, select the upcoming beta. This will cause a small installation process. If you're planning on playing old mods, based 2013 Single Player. Install it. After it's successfully installed, right-click it and click on Properties. Once you've done that, locate the Betas tab, and in the drop-down menu, select the upcoming beta. This will cause a small installation process. If you're planning on playing old mods, I also recommend installing Source SDK Based 2006 and 2007, just to be extra safe. You will then also want to search for Episode in your Steam library. Install both Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. Some old mods may require these. Doing this is not technically needed for every mod, but a ton of them do need it, so it doesn't hurt to have this installed in case it is needed. Now you look for Half-Life 2. Right-click it and go to Properties. Then go to Installed Files and click on Browse. Now the following step can be confusing, so let me put it as simply as possible. You will want to click on the arrow looking upwards, or just anything that takes you back one folder, a total of 2 times. The first click should take you to your directory with all other games, and the second press will take you to this folder, which among the common, workshop and other folders, will include a folder called Source Mods. If this folder is missing for you for some reason, simply created. Once you're inside the Source Mods folder, you will go back to the zip file you downloaded, and then drag the main folder, remember, the folder that includes the maps folder and gameinfo.txt among other things, and drag it into your Source Mods folder. After restarting Steam, it will appear in your Steam library. In a lot of cases, especially with old mods, you will need to do one of 2 things. First being to revert back to the pre-20th anniversary build. As of the making of this video, the anniversary edition came out not even a year ago, which means that most mods were not made with the anniversary edition in mind. To do this, right-click on Half-Life 2, Properties, go to Betas, and then select the pre-20th anniversary build from the drop-down menu. This will cause Half-Life 2 to download for a short moment. Note that this will also disable the workshop features. You can revert this by selecting None again whenever you want. Doing this will not uninstall your mods, don't worry. Second thing being that in a lot of cases, mods will not work unless you install a patch, which is what we'll get to next. Installing a Half-Life 2 mods patch, update or translation. Many old Half-Life 2 mods come with patches, updates or translations on the download page. Oftentimes, these are required to run the mod at all. Other times, these simply do bug fixing. Very important note, there is no easy way to tell what makes a good patch and what makes a bad patch. The comments can be a good indicator. For me personally, I generally
Don't touch this.
Hey, what do you think you're doing with this?
Stop touching everything. Don't touch this. Stop touching everything.
Hey, what do you think you're doing with this?
Congratulations, Admiral. You made it. Look, guys. Our very first test subject to reach the end of the test alive.
It's fantastic. I can't believe it's happening right now.
Okay, listen. I know we promised you cake, party and all. But they're going to plug GLaDOS, our new global artificial intelligence, in a few minutes.
And of course, we can't miss it. You know, we were working on this project for 15 years.
I'm pretty sure you know what it means. No party for the moment.
So, here's the deal. We offer you to witness this event live with us. Go take a tour in the complex while we work on the very last details. I'll send you someone to show you the way in a few minutes. And when everything
go with whatever released latest and has patch in the name. In the case of The Citizen, there is a Source SDK 2013 patch that released in 2015. For a bit of a lesson in history on Half-Life modding, in 2013 there was a Steam update that fundamentally changed how Steam works and how mods are installed. It broke basically every single source mod released before it. So, if a mod is older than 2013, it will not work anymore without a patch. Any patch released after 2013 will usually fix these issues. To install these, identify the main folder in the download. If you don't know what that means, please revert to the Half-Life 2 mod installation chapter. But in the case of a patch, update or translation, it's usually even easier, since the folder itself will have a name identical to the original mod. In most cases that is. Now, go on Steam, find Half-Life 2, right-click, Properties, now go to Installed Files and click Browse. And again, click the back arrow 2 times. And then go into your source mods folder.
thing will be
Now,
okay,
you will drag your
we'll
patch
all
into
come
this
back
folder.
here
In this case,
and
the
start
main
this
folder
party
of the
with
patch
everyone.
for The Citizen
With these
is also called The Citizen.
single
Drag this
day,
patch right
prepare
into your source
yourself
mods
for
folder.
the greatest
Since you've already
party of the
downloaded the main
century.
mod, this
Take
will prompt
that,
up a menu
Black
to replace
Mason.
files. Accept the file replacement. While there are exceptions, if you drag in the patch and it doesn't ask you to replace files, you most likely did something wrong. Try to follow the steps through again. If you've replaced files, you have now installed the patch. Make sure to restart Steam after this before launching the mod again. Launching it before doesn't break anything, but has the chance to simply not work. To note, there are rare cases where you are totally fine without replacing files. I recommend simply trying to launch a mod and seeing if it works. Launching mods even when something was done incorrectly will never break anything more than it already has been broken. So when in doubt, simply try to launch the mod. Installing a translation or update will be the exact same process in 99% of times. If not, there will most likely be a guide on how to do it included on the download page. I can't find the main folder. In rare cases, the zip itself will be the main folder, which you can tell by it including the gameinfo.txt and other folders like maps, materials and models. In these cases, you will want to right-click on the zip you downloaded, go to your WinRAR or 7-zip options and click on Extract to Folder Name. You can identify this option by the slash at the back. This will create a new folder, which will now be your main folder. which you can tell by it including the gameinfo.txt and other things like maps, materials, and a modders folder. Note, depending on the mod, it may not include
library. So there's three main reasons this could have happened. The first reason being, if you bought the game long ago, you may have purchased the game on a different Steam account. If that's the case, what you want to do is select Steam in the top left corner and change your account or sign out and then sign into that account. Now, if you know 100% you purchased the game on the Steam account you're signed into, the next thing I recommend you do is select the drop down arrow at the top where Games is, and then you want to toggle all of these options on and have a look down here and see if you can see the game. Now, if you still can't see the game, what I recommend you do next is to check out your hidden folder. So in the past, you may have hidden a game by right-clicking on it and going to Manage and select Hide this game, and you won't see it unless you go up to View in the top left corner, and then you select Hidden Games, and this is where they'll appear. So in order to unhide your game, what you want to do is right-click on it, and then you want to go to Manage, and you want to select Remove from Hidden. So I'm going to do that with all three of these games right now, and it'll be out of this area. And now when you go back to Show All Collections, you should easily be able to see the game that you had purchased. If this guide was helpful, like and subscribe.
Tiesitkö, että Mä meen oikot.
So it is February, and I've just spent the last several hours trying to figure out how this chat ban is going to unfold, and I've sort of worked out what's going on. First of all, if you're in the UK, please let me know in the comments if this has started to affect you. I have no idea what the timeline is for this. If you don't know what's going on, I can't open chat. Chat is not allowed by account settings. Press T again for more information. I just hacked that into the game. I'm not from the UK. I'm from Australia, so it's not affecting me right now. I don't know what regions are going to affect in the future, but as of right now, I am safe from this. I can't open chat because I simply changed the settings from my profile. I'll give a quick rundown if you're not aware. UK age verification on Xbox. We are introducing age verification for Microsoft accounts in UK because of the new Online Safety Act. And according to all sources I've read on this, it's starting literally in February. If you've listed yourself as over the age of 18 on your Microsoft account, including Minecraft, you must age verify. And if you don't, there are a lot of things you cannot do. Now, did Mojang make it so it was going to be this easy to mod out this restriction? Potentially. Big thank you to everyone. It's literally a week prior to the start of February. It's now available on GitHub right here.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aid.
Okay, so these are my account settings on Xbox. I did not change anything whatsoever. This is all default. However, what I'm gonna do is change this one. You can communicate outside of Xbox with voice and text to block. And then over here, others can communicate with you with voice and text, block that as well. So now if I submit right here, settings preferences was successfully saved. If I
Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from por favor, por donde and back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
You can still switch back to F3, F4. Now the big question is
Excellent.
Hi.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
Immediately, my voice works. And can I chat? Hell yeah, I can. Game mode 6. Gamer creative. Spam there all you want. Give that as a family. Also, innocent environment. But if we go back to a environment where I am on, I can't do anything. There is a solution in no chat restrictions. A mod written by April. No chat reports, no chat restrictions. Really? Oh my god, 30 downloads. Oh wow. Nearly 1,000 downloads in the last hour. So what they've noticed is that digging here is that this has always been a prophylactic feature by you can actually verify this too. If you remember social interactions, this thing over here, this was introduced in 1.4 that allowed you to features. And then this occurred in the following update 1.17, chat disabled profile, chat disabled launcher, and chat disabled options. These were new translation strings introduced in this update. Chat not allowed by account settings, cannot send message. So they prepared for this onslaught nearly 6 years ago. So what I'm saying is whatever they planned on doing, it's just a client flag that can be disabled. These are your account flags and the user API properties. So if a mod can intercept any of these things before they get verified by Minecraft's client, then all the features can be re-enabled by default. And that is what this mod seems to do. It's completely client-side, so you can just download it. So we have just installed the mod, going back onto my server. You can see my voice mod doesn't work still, but I can chat. I can freaking chat. There we go. So this mod does work. So if
Stop! We didn't do anything! They'll be looking for you now. You'd better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
The client check for you. Can't seem to voice chat. Go to the Minecraft test server here. There you go. I'm not going to chat here, but you can see my chat. So big thank you to Azistral. I'm going to leave all these. Again, if you're really
program in this community. Response, isolate, inquire. Attention protection. Status invasion in progress in this community. Response, isolate, inquire. Unidentified person of interest. Turn
Engaged.
Isolate. Inquire.
Mr. Freeman, the Combine's reckoning has come.
Look, we're just a lookout for the Underground Railroad. Main station's right around the corner. They'll get you started on the right foot. Meanwhile, let my Vortigaunt friend here give you a jolt to get you going.
Attention protection team.
We really can't afford to get noticed. Civil protection catches you down here, it's bad news for the whole railroad.
Citizen reminder. An action is conspiracy. Report counter behavior to a civil protection team immediately. Alert. Evidence of anti-civil activity in this community. Code. Assemble. Plan. Contain.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake. Congratulations. The test is now over. All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory incandescence. Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity. Goodbye. What are you doing? Stop it. We are pleased that you made it through the final challenge where we pretended we were going.
Kahdet lasit yksien hinnalla alkaen 29.
Where's your wife? The wine cellar. 2 bottles deep. Where's your kids? Top of the stairs. Second door on the right. Where's your safe? In my office. Combination is on a sticky note. Where's your air fryer? What? Where is your air fryer? You really got all 3 of my guys? You have 4 security guards, and one of them is a woman. I can't believe you would do that to a woman. The I in DEI stands for inclusion. If we can't discriminate in hiring, we can't discriminate in home invasions. Now stop stalling. Can we just skip the air fryer? You can get an air fryer for like $80. What is wrong with you? Come on, I just reached like 1,300 fries, and now I've got all the best crusty residue of fat and crumbs that can perfectly season anything I put in there. And that's worth your family. Dude, I could stick a bike tire in that thing, and it would come out tasting like a Michelin star meal. You know what? This is so sad. I'm just gonna take the safe and leave the air fryer. Hold up. What about my security team? They're still toast. If I violate my company's DEI policy, they will literally shove my head in an air fryer. Where's your wife? The wine cellar. 2 bottles deep. Where's your kids? Top of the stairs. Second door on the right. Where's your safe? In my office. Combination is on a sticky note. Where's your air fryer? What? Where is your air fryer? You really got all 3 of my guys? You have 4 security guards, and one of them is a woman. I can't believe you would do that to a woman. The I in DEI stands for inclusion. If we can't discriminate in hiring, we can't discriminate.
Dr. Freeman! Barney said you were on the way. He got split up by snipers, and he's pinned down. Wait for me, Dr. Freeman. I'll come with you.
You're Barney's old friend, aren't you? Maybe you can help him.
I'll come with you.
You're Barney's old friend, aren't you? Maybe you can help him. Snipers trapped him up on that warehouse roof. He was going for a cache of grenades, but I doubt he can get to them now. Go on, Dr. Freeman. Follow Freeman!
Blood loss detected.
Somebody up there! Help! Help me! We thought we'd be safer down here. Little we know the place was infested. The rest of them headed upstairs. They took the chances with the snipers. I guess they're still up there.
get pinned down. Gordon, lob a couple of grenades. That'll clear him out.
Behind you!
Good idea, Dr. Freeman.
Gordon, take out these snipers, would you? How about a grenade, Gordon? All right, thanks, Gordon. Now let's clear out of here.
Like that?
You're quite the returning hero these days, Gordon. Hey, come on! Follow me. This way, Gordon. Let me get this gate. My civil protection status still gives me limited clearance. Did you hear a cat just now? That damn thing haunts me. Watch the head
User dead. Vitals.
I'd like to take There's an old building up ahead, a bank or a museum or something like that. Whatever the hell it used to be, now it's a nexus for Overwatch in City 17. It's the main source of pain for this part of town, thanks to a huge suppression device. It's raining down hell. There it is, the Overwatch nexus. Looks like they're mobilizing big time. You can sort of see the gate from here. I'll show you when we get to street level. You have to get in that building to open the gate. Even then, the suppression device will, suppress anyone coming through unless we shut it down. Let's go! We've been spotted! We'll have to come back here after we get it open. We get it open. Gordon? A bank or a museum or something like that. Whatever the hell it used to be, now it's a nexus for Overwatch in City 17.
Want to strengthen your math?
Do you ever think about why game theory exists as a YouTube channel? There's a very particular reason for it, albeit one that is relatively obvious. Minute details. Games and media at large oftentimes have little details or story pieces that are never truly explained, but introduce really neat ideas to the world. Most of the time, these details are left ambiguous.